Good evening. Welcome to Inverness in the Spotlight. My name is Doug Lobel, and I'm the Executive Director of the Inverness Old Town Association, which we affectionately refer to as IOTA. And this evening, our first segment is with Kathy Thrumston, who is the owner and the interior designer at the HomeStuff Interiors here in Inverness. And welcome, Kathy. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you, Doug. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being on the show. And we want to find out a little bit about your business, HomeStuff Interiors. What is that? What kind of business is that?
HomeStuff Interiors is an interior design company. I'm a licensed interior designer from the Florida Board of Architecture and Interior Design, educated with an interior design degree. But HomeStuff Interiors, we operate full service design consultation out of the business in respect to interior space plans, lighting plans, elevations, renderings, anything that you would need for the full interior design services, but also we have a retail studio for accessories.
Where is that, the studio? That's downtown Inverness?
Right, downtown Inverness,
What's
right
the address?
on Tompkins, 502 Tompkins Street, right behind Wendy's in downtown Inverness, right close to the hospital area.
And you have lots of stuff in there that people can come in and they can go through and look at fabrics and look at all kinds of wallpapers and and floorings and those kind of things, as well as I know I've been through and seen some furnishings and things you have in there as well.
We have accessories, furnishing, accent furniture. We have a full library of any kind of fabric imaginable. We found when we relocated in Inverness that there was a need for very extensive fabric selection because we don't have a large fabric store close by. So we have a very large inventory with which people can order from. We have a very large wallpaper library as well for people to order wallpaper. But then again, of course, we offer the full design service from beginning selection to implementation for a complete interior design, or if somebody just wants to come in and pick one or two things out, they can do that themselves.
Give me an example of what kind of projects do you work on?
All kinds of different projects, from very extensive full service projects from start to finish, whereas we're in the design stages, to someone that comes in and just needs something reupholstered. For example, I just finished doing very extensive drapery for Gaylord Palms Resort. I work in conjunction with an architecture firm.
Gaylord Palms, that's a pretty fancy place down in Orlando. I've been there.
Yep, so I specialize in a lot of very intricate window treatments with that, and with the interior design license, where I'm well aware of what the fire codes are and the different rules and regulations.
Do you also do, like, if I bought a condominium, would you come in and redo that for me?
Yep, can completely do it from the very beginning stages, select it with you, make the whole selection process, and order in furnishings direct from the manufacturers and everything else that goes with it, and put it all together. My early experience in design was mostly with condominium projects like that, where we did, we call them condominium packages back in the 80s, where we did one after the other of that. We did a ton of model merchandising, where the same thing where we did for the purpose of developers to help sell their condominiums and high-end residential second homes and high-end
So if you came to my condominium, would you have like a portfolio? Would you have something to show me?
Yep. I do have a portfolio right now. The easiest way to see my portfolio is on the website, which
I think they have your website queued up to bring it on, so that we can take a real quick look at it.
Yep. We could take a look at our portfolio.
And what is the website?
It's HomeStuffInteriors.com.
HomeStuffInteriors.com. Very good.
This shows some early work in condominium lobbies. I've done a lot of condominium work, lobby work, as well as the condominium units themselves. But this just shows some condominium lobbies, the amenities. in a very high-end condominium. That shows the Gaylord Palms. It's a sushi restaurant in the Gaylord Palms.
So how about that? So you do commercial and residential.
Yes,
that's wonderful.
A lot of commercial and a lot of residential.
And you'll do smaller jobs for people who just want their couch redone?
Yep, I'll do a small job.
Or you can do an entire lobby of someplace like Gaylord Palms. I mean, look, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Currently, being the business, being my own business, I can have the flexibility to do all sorts of different type of work and have a lady that comes in to do just a little of this or that, or to do a full-scale commercial or residential project.
Is it expensive to get your services, or I mean, do I pay you by the hour, or you have a fee or something that?
We work different ways. If somebody wants just design consultation, we're working with someone right now to do full CAD rendering of an interior, along with a full color board presentation, where it's in the early initial stages of a project, where we're showing the design interior, where that's a straight fee basis. But then we also work where, for example, if somebody has an entire home that we're working on, all the design assistance that we offer to put the entire project together, if they're purchasing everything through us, we don't charge a fee for the service.
Oh, so you can actually order the item that I want, and then that fee's kind of really kind of built into the price of whatever it is.
And it doesn't really cost any more than if you were to go buy something at the store. It's just that it's a one-stop shopping, and it just is the benefit of you have someone assisting you make the selection, so it avoids costly mistakes, and then it has the added benefit of having everything
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since the late 80s, so about almost 25 years now.
Wow.
And I've had the opportunity to do a great deal of work, and it was very busy in the boom in the 80s, and I'd had a very full and varied portfolio of type of work. And we had one of our most interesting jobs was where we did the drapery that the president stands in front of at MacDill Air Force Base Central Command Center.
Wow.
And they were a very intricate motorized drapery that we had to hand sew, not machine sew, hand sew the presidential seal on the drape. And it actually was done right after September 11th, and we had high security to get into the Central Command to get it in so the president could speak.
That's fascinating. I can tell you that I've been in your stores, you know, and every time I go in there, I end up taking something home with me.
Yes.
Are these the draperies you were
now, this is a design on a window program I have. I have a great program now that that's a finished product. This is a rendering of on the program on the person's photograph. I can go in and take a picture of a client's home, and then that shows the finished product done. So that it gives people that benefit.
You know, time flies. Our 8 minutes are gone. We're going to have you back again, because this is fascinating, some of the things that you've come up with, and I know we've just barely touched on it.
Great.
Give us your address again real quick.
502 Tompkins Street, Inverness, Florida, and my phone number is 352-560-0330, and our website's homestuffinteriors.com.
Thank you for being with us. We'll be back in another segment soon.
Thank you.